Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm broadcasting today from a very rainy Torquay in South Devon, England. And my guest today is Kim Ades. Kim Ades is a seasoned entrepreneur and founder of Frame of Mind Coaching. After selling her simulation-based assessment firm and briefly working in traditional coaching, she realized that leaders need more than just accountability. They need to understand the connection between their thoughts and outcomes. In 2004, Kim launched Frame of Mind Coaching to help leaders reach their highest possible potential. She also developed the Frame of Mind Coaching certification program to equip others with her unique approach. Kim, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm delighted to meet you're here too. I'm really looking forward to this, actually. Whereabouts are you from, Kim? Where are you broadcasting from today?
I'm in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, well, fabulous. And I'm going to be very British now and ask you, what's the weather like?
It's getting a bit chilly. It's getting there, but it's going up and down. It's a lot warmer this fall than it's ever been, but we're seeing temperature rising. Or falling, not rising, falling. Yeah.
Yeah, which is what it's supposed to do in the autumn. It's not supposed to go up, but it is in some places. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go straight into our usual format of asking 5 questions in 7 minutes. I will start the clock and then I'll ask the first question and we'll take it from there. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Excellent. So starting the clock. Fully. There it goes. So, Kim, please tell us, who is your ideal client?
Well, for the past 20 years, we've been working exclusively with what we call the highly driven population. They're typically executives, leaders, entrepreneurs, seasoned executives. That's who we work with.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. And what is the problem that you solve?
Well, what we see is that these people typically have 4 areas of struggle, and we see this consecutively, or we've seen this for the past 20 years. Number 1 is that they tend to be isolated. They don't have people that they can trust and talk to easily and expose themselves to. It's hard to be vulnerable when you're the leader and people are relying on you and depending on you. Typically, they have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, and it's hard for them to, share what their struggles are with others. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that they tend to be people who have very, very large goals that they want to reach. However, they feel like something's getting in the way and they don't know what that is. And so they feel this sense of chronic dissatisfaction, like they should be further ahead, things should be easier, people should be rowing in the same direction as them. They feel like, for some reason, they're not where they ought to be. And they wonder whether it's them or the people that surround them. So they always feel like they should be further ahead. Number 3 is they feel like they are always in a state of friction with others. So what I mean by that is they feel like they don't always understand other people, but more importantly, they're not always understood. And so they don't understand why other people don't have the same sense of urgency, why people aren't working as hard, as fast, why they don't get it as quickly. And so, there's always that kind of friction that they experience. And what we see is 2 kinds of friction. One is internal friction, where they feel quietly like what's wrong with that person, but they don't have time to deal with it and don't address it. And it kind of boils up inside of them. And the other kind of friction is very obvious or overt friction, where they get angry, they sometimes are aggressive, they are frustrated, and that's palpable. And then number 4 is the 4th thing that we see over and over again is that these leaders have something that I call slippage. What is slippage? It's a term I invented, and it refers to the fact that these people are working super hard and they let important things slip through the cracks. Things like their health, their sleep, their nutrition. Maybe they're not exercising well. They're stressed quite a bit. They're not having a whole lot of fun. And so at some point they go, hold on a minute. Like I put so much time and effort into this thing, this work. Like, what about life? Where did my life go? And so typically those are the people we serve, and these are the issues that they come to the table with.
Wow. Okay. That's excellent. Particularly like the slippage thing. I might have to borrow that from you. So, what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them solve that problem?
Well, when we coach our leaders, one of the things we do is we ask them to journal in a private and secure online journal with their coach. Now, of course, that is, in the coaching environment and with a coach who is reading and responding to their journals. Having said that, I strongly recommend that for whoever's listening, that you pick up a pen and a piece of paper or do it online, but start journaling. Why? Because when you are journaling, you're able to write down your thoughts and separate yourself from them. And then you're able to assess whether or not your thoughts are actually aligned with your goals or whether your thoughts are clashing with your goals. So it's a really powerful tool to help you see where you're oriented and whether or not perhaps something needs to shift. It's incredible for self-reflection, for strategy, for planning, and for managing your emotional state when you're angry, upset, disappointed, all of those things.
Wow, I completely agree. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much. That's really, really valuable advice. And so, can you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve specifically their productivity habits? Just one thing that you would recommend.
You know what? It's a very funny question, and I'm going to reframe it a little bit because the focus is on productivity, and I get it. And oftentimes, when you think about productivity, you think, well, what can I do differently? Like, what's the action I can take? How can I organize my life and my time and all of that so that I can get more done? And what I would suggest is that doing follows thought. And before you start to do anything differently, my strong opinion and advice is to look at how you think about what it is that you're doing and shift your thinking so that it's aligned with your desired outcomes before you start taking action. Because if your thinking isn't aligned, all the action in the world will not give you the outcomes you're looking for.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I love that. And thank you for reframing the question. I might have to do that in future as well. So that's really, really solid advice. Thank you. And finally, in our last minute or so, what should I have asked you today that I didn't? And obviously, what's your answer?
Well, obviously, I'm talking quite a bit about journaling and thinking about your thoughts. And one of the questions is how do you journal? What's the process? And I have a process that I recommend. It's called dump, and then dump the dump. And what that means is that what I encourage you to do is write down everything that's on your mind. So dump it out. And when you think you're done, just keep going, keep dumping. So dump. And then at a certain point, you need to stop that. And you need to say, okay, I'm dumping the dump. I'm finished. I'm complete with that. And now what I need to do is turn myself around. And so you literally want to write in your journal, it's time to turn myself around. And then start journaling about what you want, how you want to feel, what your plan is, where you want to go. So dump, and then dump the dump.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to watching this back, actually. You've packed so much in. We've got 15 seconds left and you've done it. You've answered all the 5 of my questions.
I tried to talk fast.
You probably answered about 20 or 30 of my questions, actually. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Kim. And how can people get in touch with you? Do you have a website? And also, is there a particular thing on the website that they could pick up as something that's useful for them to have as a tool of some kind?
Absolutely. So the best way to find me is Kim at Frame, or you can reach out to me, Kim at frameofmindcoaching.com, or you can go to the website. It's frameofmindcoaching.com. And on the website specifically, there's a button that allows you to download 10 very powerful journaling questions. And what you will find is the questions will inspire you to think about some very important things about your life. And so go there, download the 10 journaling prompts and start journaling. And it's an amazing way to just start looking at yourself, and how you operate, how you think, and how your thinking is impacting everything you do, your relationships, your productivity, your outcomes, all of it.
Wow. I'm going to go there now. As soon as we finish recording, I want to get my copy of that. That sounds amazing.
Please do.
I will, for sure. Kim, that's been amazing. Thank you so much. This, as I said, you've packed so much into that little bit of time that we've had together today. I really think it's great value. And although it's only 7 minutes worth of questions, I would encourage people to listen to it again and again, because there is so much content in there, and to follow through and take action on the things that you've said. I've certainly learned things today that I wasn't expecting to learn in just 7 minutes. So thank you, Kim. That's been brilliant. And I will be posting the links to your website in the notes underneath the video and the podcast audio, in case people didn't get them, as well as putting a line on the video itself for people that are watching it on YouTube. Kim, thank you so much. That has been amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.